All right, they will join us later on YouTube, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Yoga for the Heart. We're in March of 2026, but we decided to extend this theme out one more month. So chest expansions, working on good posture, also strengthening our upper back, and doing a little bit of heart raising of the heart rate. So some cardio type movements as we flow a little bit more in our class today. If you would like to use hand weights for some of the movements, I have fives, but you can use whatever you'd like, set that by. Also, if you'd like to use a resistance band for some clamshells, grab that. A hand towel for neck stretches, and then a couple of blocks or pillows for restorative pose at the end of class. I will also be using my chair today. So let's start with a modification of Breath of Joyce. And I just want to remind you how we do that. It has 3 inhales. The first one is the arms come forward. The second inhale, the arms go out. The third inhale, the arms sweep up. We lift up on our toes. And then we exhale and press the arms behind us. So I just want to do 3 of those nice and slow. Inhale through the nose. Inhale again. Inhale up. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale, 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 exhale. 1 more. Okay, now we are going to do a little bit of a split stance. So not tandem stance, but a split stance position. Both your feet are flat. You're going to feel a stretch in the back ankle as we do this again. So we'll breathe in, breathe in, breathe in up on toes, breathe out, and feel the stretch in the back of your back ankle. Breathe in, 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 breathe out. 3 more for 5. And 2. Last 1. And come up, switch your feet. Left foot in front, right foot back just a little bit. Feet are parallel. Stand tall. Breathe in, 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 breathe out. My balance wasn't quite as good on that first one or the second one. 3 more for 5. I guess I feel a little bit more comfortable balance-wise with my other foot in front. 1 more. Okay, come up. Last time we go through this process, Pilates second position, toes turned out. Breathe in, 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 breathe out. And your knees are going to track directly over the toes, outward as well. 3 more. And 2. 1 more. And relax. Bring your feet back to parallel, either hips distance apart, or you can bring them closer together if you like that more traditional style of yoga. Bring hands at heart center. We'll sit into chair pose. Stand and lift the arms, a nice stretch. Option to bend your elbows, bringing your thumbs behind your neck. Straighten your arms again, and then back into chair. So we'll flow with this. Stretch up, bend the elbows, straighten, and down. So I'm going to give you the option in class today to go through the same flow, holding hand weights, light hand weights, 1 in each hand. Good. And if you'd prefer to stay without the weights, that's fine as well. Starting to really warm up the legs, shoulders and triceps. Last one. And then hold your chair pose. Take one palm, push it to the front while the other palm comes up next to you. Palm is facing up, and switch and push and switch. And I want you to flex your wrist as the hand comes forward and then start to rotate your body. Now, it's a little bit more difficult for balance if your feet are really close together, so you can separate them here. Make sure if you do, you're not letting your knees knock in or bow outward. Now, you can look over the shoulder as well. Get some movement of the neck. Activate your abdominals. 3 more each direction. 2 and 1. Rise all the way up. Step your feet a little wider. Inhale the arms nice and wide. Exhale, bend the right knee. Reach down toward that knee. You can give yourself a little double slap or a lymphatic slap. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale. And again, you can look over the shoulder. Rotating the spine with a nice neutral position. 3 more each side. 2 more each side. And 1 more each side. Double lymphatic slap. And hold. Great. Step your feet a little closer in. Start your golf swing and pivot on the foot. Add your underarm lymphatic slap. Good. Right where those lymph nodes are. So getting our lymphatic system active is so good all year round. But this time of the year, when there's a lot of bugs out there and our immune system's having to fight off a lot of junk that might come our way, this is really good. Keep that lymphatic system nice and active. 3 more each side. 2, 1, and 1. Go right into your dead arms. And we're going to give a lymphatic slap right around the hips, right to left. And again, you're unweighting that foot on the floor to add your pivot. Good. Now let's bring the hands up a little higher to give our lymphatic slap up on the outside of the shoulder or the pectoral muscle. So we can go right here in the front of the pec. Other hand just very gently comes behind you. 3 more each side. 1, 1, and 2, 2, and 3, and 3. Great. Let's start with our little lymphatic hops, bouncing up and down. Excellent. So if you feel comfortable continuing these hops, I want you to add your scalp taps. So a little hop on the feet, tapping around the top of the head. I was mentioning that I'm imagining this is going to help my hair come in thicker. And I'm getting some blood flow to the capillaries around my hair follicles because my hair has been thinning out so much in the past few years. Great. And relax. Let's step the right foot forward, the back or the left foot back, just a little baby warrior 1. And then we'll do our lymphatic slaps down the right arm. You can turn and come up the inside of the arm, rotate and come down the outside of the arm. Just come up as high as you feel comfortable, hitting the shoulder. And 1 more time. And then relax. Take this hand, come behind your back. Other hand reaches up and we side stretch. You can also bend the elbow here, coming into a cow face position. Try not to let your chin drop down. So press that head into neutral. Breathe. Good. And then come up. Release. Carefully switch your stance. Baby warrior one, just bending that front knee, back heels pressed to the floor, and then lymphatic slaps up the left arm, turn, palm up. So try to cover as much of your skin space that you can. Did you know that that's the biggest organ in your body is your skin? And it's called the integumentary system, biggest organ in your body. And it protects us from a lot of microbes that are not good for us. Okay, let's release that. Take the hand behind the back, reach up, side stretch, and then option to bend your elbow. A lot of lengthening here. Check your cervical placement, head is neutral. Engage your abdominals, breathe deeply into the lower belly. Stabilize from the hips down, strong legs, even into your toes, slightly gripping the mat. And come up and relax down. Okay, option to grab your hand weights as we go back into that flow we just did previously. And then we'll bring the weights or press your hands at heart center. Sit down into chair. Check your posture. Rise up, reach any amount above the head. Option to bend your elbows back, fire up your abs, straighten your arms, and then come down. And I want you to notice there's 4 movements. 2, 3, and 4. So pressing up is 1. Bending the elbows is 2. Straightening the arms is 3. Coming down is 4. Let's hold this. So what I want to do is to insert the box breath here. So as we come up and reach, inhale, hold the breath as you bend your elbows. Exhale as you straighten your arms. Hold your breath as you come back down. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. 5 more. Four more. Box breath. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. 4 more. Three more. If the box breath is challenging for you, just breathe wherever it feels right. 2 more. Last one. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. Stay here in your chair pose. Bring your arms down with your palms facing forward, again, with or without the weights, and open the heart, pushing the arms behind you. Press. Even without weights, this is great. We're looking for range of motion in the chest and a slight amount of strengthening in the upper back and in the backs of the shoulders. Now try turning your palms inward. Push back. 5. Holding our squat builds strength and endurance in the legs. It's good for our blood pressure. 2 more. And 1. Third set, turn your palms to face the back. Lift. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, without the box breath, don't worry about that. Let's put everything together. So we'll come up, bend the elbows back, straighten, come down, release the arms, palms forward, and push back once. Come back in, press up, bend, straighten, come down, release the arms, palms facing in this time, push back once. Good. So there's 3 different arm positions, and we're going to cycle through them. The next one, your palms are going to face forward and push back. Or did I do that one already? I think I did. This must be this one. Yes, it's that one. Okay, so let's go again. Up, bend, straighten, come down. Palms face me, push back. Good. And again, next one, your palms will face your legs and push back. Nice. Last one, your palms will face the back of the room, away from me. Back and down and relax. Great job. Set those weights down. Nice work. Now, if you would like to use a chair, we're going to move into downward dog. You can also come down onto the mat. So let's take a nice inhale, up, stretch, soften the knees, exhale, swan dive, down towards the chair or all the way to the floor. Walk your feet back. Let's come into down dog. I love the chair for this, especially if there's any shoulder issues involved. Just give yourself a nice stretch through the lats. And then we're going to start to rotate our head from side to side to bring our neck into some movement. And gravity's in a different spot than it usually is when we're standing straight up and our head is on top of our shoulders. Look right and left one more time. Then we'll look to the center. Walk your feet back toward the top of your mat. Forward bend. Soften your knees. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale, arms by your side. We are going to do a bit of a starfish plank, and I want to do it on the wall first. Then we'll move to the chair, then an option to go to the floor. So with your starfish plank, and you can kind of watch and then get into that position, you're going to turn your toes out like you're in ballet position 1. Hands are on the wall. Take your right foot across. Bring your left hand off the wall and take a nice side stretch. So I love this option on the wall. Each of these options are going to feel a little bit different. There's not as much pressure into your shoulder as you would have when we go to the chair or to the floor. All right, let's come back up. Bring the heels together, both toes turned out. Cross your left leg across. Lift the right arm up and stretch. And I'm pressing out into my hip a little bit here. And breathing, opening up the side waist, gazing up toward the ceiling slightly. And then let's bring it back in and rest. Now, if you like the wall, you're going to do another set there. If you'd like to try the chair, bring your hands down. We'll turn our toes out again, so we're in that little bit of a first position. Bring your right foot across. Rotate out onto that right arm, lifting your left arm up. Now, if that bothers your shoulders, don't worry about the arm position. And I'm also going to give you the option to flow through a modification of thread the needle here. So we can bring the left arm down, look and reach across. Then a nice big inhale to stretch up. And again. One more time if you're doing the thread the needle. Then put that hand onto the chair. Bring your heels back together, first position. Take your left foot, cross it. Rotate onto the left arm. We can hold here, or we can flow through our thread the needle, reaching through. Oh, my back is saying thank you so much. It just really feels nice in the vertebrae in the mid back. One more. Then put that right hand on the chair, step the feet together, and rise up. So now you have two options: on the wall, on the chair, or coming down to the floor. This is going to be the most challenging option. We're going to bend the knees, set the hands down, come into your downward dog. Now I have my feet parallel, or you can turn your toes out again, that's fine. And then I'm going to bring my right foot across and open out to my left side. I can do that, thread the needle. And this is a lot of stress on that right shoulder. So you'll know if this is not an okay option for you. One more. Then set your left hand to the floor. Bring your foot back in to your down dog, or you can drop to a child's pose if you need a little break. Feet either parallel or heels together. Bring your left foot across, and I'm kind of on the outside edge of my foot. I'm going to rotate up. You can hold this or thread the needle through. Ooh, my left arm is shaking. It's saying, you have not done this for a long time. All right, one more. Then come back, both hands, both feet. And if you're on the floor, go ahead and walk back up toward the top of your mat. Forward fold. Soften your knees. Reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Stretch. And exhale down. Great job. Find your hand towel for our next stretch. So what we're going to do is do this next stretch that we've been doing quite a few times, but I'm going to give you the option to do it with a forward fold. So let's take right hand on the left side first. Left hand comes across. The towel comes up over the right ear. We give ourselves a little side stretch for the neck. Just nice and easy. Now you can hold as you are, or soften the knees a little bit. Start to hinge forward until you come into your forward bend. Now gravity's helping to stretch and apply some traction on your neck. You can look a little bit more to the right, add a little rotation. If this doesn't feel okay, come up out of that forward fold, and we'll hold one more breath. Make sure you soften your knees, bend them as you use the strength of your posterior chain to rise up, and then relax. Switch. So now your right hand's going to come over. That towel is going to go over the left ear. Gently draw it across so you're in a side stretch for your neck. Stay upright if that's going to feel best for you. It's a great option. Or soften your knees, begin to fold forward. And if your hamstrings are tight, let your knees bend a lot so you can get forward enough to let gravity start to pull on your neck, and maybe you look left a little bit. One more deep breath. And then carefully rise up, push down into your feet, extend through the hips and the spine, and relax. Great job. Set the towel down for later use. We are going to do a modification of 3 different positions of clamshell. If you would like to, go ahead and place your band around your upper thighs. And I have one that's pretty strong, so I'm going to feel a pretty good amount of resistance here. Now, usually we do clamshell laying on our side, right? So we're going to do this standing up. And this was a physical therapy exercise that I had for my hip, and it's wonderful. Now, if you need something to hold on to, I want a wall behind you if possible, and then hold on to something if you need it. You're going to take your right foot and put it back against the wall. Bend your left knee. Just find your balance here. And then press the knee outward. I'm going to need to keep a finger on the wall behind me. So your foot cannot move because you have it against the wall. So you're getting that rotating action of your clamshell. This leg is bent, so you're getting some nice work in that quad and glute. Just 2 more here. Press it away. 1. One more time. 2. And come up and step down. Ooh, check in. What are you feeling? I'm actually feeling it almost more on my standing leg. Okay, so now our left foot, we put it on the wall behind us. And you're not pushing really hard into the wall, but you are slightly pushing. Bend your right knee. Press the left knee out and bring it in. And I'm going nice and slow against that workload. I didn't count on the other side, but I'm going to guess we got maybe about 8. So there's 3 for me. Let's try to get 5 more. Very therapeutic, strengthening the deep external rotators. And if you do it without a band, that's how I did it in PT, and it was wonderful. Let's get 2 more. Press. And 1 more. Press. Come up and relax. Now, if you want to do another set that way, nice. You can go ahead and do that. Or we're going to come down and put our hands on the chair. Take the leg you worked first, which for you is probably your right leg, but I'm going to do my left because I was reversed from you. So what I want you to do is put your foot back, but imagine it's on the wall, because what I don't want you to do is open your whole leg out like a fire hydrant. You're going to have your foot in the same place while you're rotating your knee outward. So you've got to keep that foot right there. Rotate the knee out and in. Scoop your abs in here so you're not losing that control. Head position is neutral. Looking for about 8 reps. My standing knee has a bend to it, so I do feel strengthening in that leg. Let's get 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set that foot down. Come up. Take a bit of a break. If you need to shake out your legs or move your hips around, or for some reason when we pound on the muscle, for some reason that helps. Guess it's flushing out the lactic acid. Okay, if the wall is best, stay with that or hinge from the hips. Bring the other foot back. Keep your foot in space stationary. Open the knee out by rotating and come back in. Standing knee is bent. Abs are really scooped up. And if you feel any pain at all in this, especially if you have the band on, take it off. You can always come down into a sideline position and do that traditional clamshell. Such a good exercise for our hips. I think I've got 3 to go to hit that 8 mark. and 2 and 1, and then relax it down, rise up and release. Now we can keep our band on for a little bit of standing balance work. You need your chair or a wall here. What I want you to do is a little baby squat. Shift your body weight into your right foot and do a starfish plank. Now you can keep your big toe on the floor, and we're going to stay on that side for 8. Or we can lift the leg up and balance. The band definitely gives you more workload for strengthening, but also for your balance. There's 4. You could be holding weights. Absolutely. Nothing too heavy. 5. Exhale. 6. This is my better leg to balance, so we'll see what happens when I get to the other side. 7. I shouldn't talk to myself like that, should I? 8. I should say, oh, the other side is going to show marked improvement. Okay, 8 reps, baby squat, shift your weight into that other side. Good. We need to give ourselves positive self-talk. Sometimes I'm not always good about doing that. You know what I mean, right? 3. Do as best as you can here. If you need to keep that big toe on the floor, that's okay. Looking for 8 repetitions. Starfish balance pose. I have 3 more. And do hold lightly onto something if you need to. I want you to make this successful and doable for your body. Last repetition. And relax. Now, if the band is getting too intense, we're going to do 1 more set alternating. So if you need to slip it off, that's absolutely fine. Now we're going to do 8 total, which means 4 on each side, switching every time, which is going to make our center of gravity be a little bit more challenged. So we'll sit down into that baby squat. Let's go over to the right side, lifting up the left leg, and then to the other side. Think about what's called your drishti in yoga, which means a focal point. So you're gazing out at something that's stationary, and you're helping your visual alignment to keep your balance. Use your breathing. Tighten your abdomen. 1 more on each side will give me 8. Whatever you want to do at home is wonderful. Now let's hold our chair pose. Now I'm putting a little bit of pressure in the band here because it's tight enough for me to do so. So connect with your hips. You could also put something in between your knees, like your yoga block or your little ball, and you could squeeze inward. Activate your belly. Let's hold 2 more breaths, maybe sink a little lower. Weight is in your heels. 1 more breath. And come all the way up. So I'm going to keep my band on. We're going to do 1 more set of clamshell laying on our side. If you need to take it off to get there, that's great. And even though my hip replacements are well over a year old, it still is uncomfortable to lay on my hip without some padding. So I'm going to bring my blanket here. And then you have an option to use your hand weight for some rotator cuff. Now, if you don't have a weight, you could hold your block and use it. You could maybe use another stretchy band, or nothing at all is fine as well. Now I'm going to be up on my elbow here, so that's going to give me the opportunity to activate my core a little bit, because if I don't, I'm going to slouch. But if you want to lay all the way down here, that's okay as well. So lift nice and strong. Option to hold your weight. We're going to press out into clamshell and into a rotator cuff exercise. Your elbow stays in close to the midline of your body. Rotate. Now imagine that your back is up against a wall. So I don't want you to roll back just to get your knee to come up a little higher. I want you to keep everything stacked. Hips, shoulders, good neutral head position, and keep your feet together. That's what gives it the clamshell effect. Good, I think that's 5. Let's do 3 more. 3. Good, good, good. 2. And 1. And relax. Let your weight go. Take the leg long and just little small side leg raises. Pressing up and down. Flex your foot. Make sure your knees pointing straight ahead, not toward the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, keep your knees stacked. Lay your shoulder down on the ground and rotate back into a twist. So just go as far as you feel comfortable. This hand here, if it feels uncomfortable to open it out to the floor, just relax it to your abdomen. Your gaze can be straight up, or you can try to look toward the back side of your room. So you're looking the opposite direction from your knees. Let's take 3 deep breaths in. Complete exhalations. And then come out of your twist. Take your time to move to the other side. I'm just going to press up, swing my legs around the other way. Option to have your weight there. Up high on your elbow or laying down all the way. All of this is nice and engaged. It's very easy just to slump right here. So push down into the floor, lift up, keep your feet together. You're at about a 90-degree bend at your hip as well as your knees. And let's press out into clamshell with the optional rotator cuff action. And we're exhaling on the exertion. And I want you to slightly pause when you get to the peak right here. Pause. Good. Control the negative. That's the place where your knees are coming back in, because the rubber band can do all that for you if you just relax the muscle, but we don't want to do that. We want to fight the rubber band. 3, it's our eccentric work. 2, and 1. I have to say, my 5-pounders are absolutely heavy enough for that rotator work. Extend the leg long. Keep the outside of your thigh toward the ceiling. Try not to rotate it up. And we'll do some small little presses here. Abs in tight. I think I got about 12 on the other side. 7, 6, 5, flex your foot. 4, lengthen your leg. 3, tighten your abs. 2, and 1, Close those knees. Slide your shoulder down. Rotate back into a twist. Make this feel comfortable for you. It should be a nice, relaxing, comforting position. You can pick your head up and look all the way to the back if you'd like. The breath moves in and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Well, you could do any variation of a breath pattern, maybe a sinking breath, where the exhalation is twice as long as the inhalation. You could even do the breath of Joyce style, where you're taking 3 little sips of air in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One more nice deep breath. And then rotate out of that twist to press yourself up. Great. So now I'm going to set you up for your restorative pose. So if you still have your band on, we're going to remove that first. And then this little guy is going to be an eye pillow if you'd like to use it for that. So what I want you to do is have any amount of cushioning under your body that you need. And you're going to make a little incline here to lay back on, either with your blocks or your pillows. So I'm taking a low block and a high block. And then I'm going to fashion that right between my shoulder blades with the low block and behind the back of my head with the high block. Now, if this doesn't feel okay, you can certainly lay flat on the floor. But what this does is it lifts our heart up a little bit so we can have a nice stretch through the pecs and a nice release. And then an option that generally feels nice is to bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees open into butterfly. And this is sometimes known as Queen's pose. But if that doesn't feel okay, any other position with your legs is wonderful. And then you can take your hand towel and then place it across your eyes. So we block out the sun just a little bit here to come into a nice relaxing position. Now, of course, this restorative pose is just a suggestion. If there's something else you would prefer, our Shavasana or corpse pose, or you could do legs up the wall, which is wonderful for your immune system. So I just want you to find a nice, relaxing place here for just a few moments. If you'd like, you can put your hands on your lower belly, and we're going to move the breath in and out of the lower abdomen. And imagine your abdomen is like a balloon. So as you inhale, let the balloon rise and expand. And as you exhale, flatten the balloon down and engage the muscles of your core just very gently. And just continue that belly breathing. But if you'd like to bring your arms back out to the side or into a position where you feel a nice gentle stretch for your chest, that's what this pose is a lot about here, is the heart opener aspect. And as you breathe, I would invite you to say to yourself on the inhale the words, I am, and on the exhale, the word loved. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, loved. So this is just a wonderful, affirming mantra. But you can change that to anything that you would like today. I am grateful. I am strong. I am healthy. And as you breathe and give yourself self-affirming talk, allow your body to relax a little deeper. Soften through your hips. Allow your legs to feel heavy, your arms heavy as well. But your belly feels very light as it lifts and lowers with the breath. Relax your eyelids, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, and upper back. Perhaps take a moment to call to mind someone you're especially grateful for in this moment and send them a self-affirming mantra. You are loved. We are loved. Feel free to remain here as long as you'd like, especially if you're watching class later on video. You can pause it and just relax for as long as you'd like. Or if you're following the sound of my voice, let's close our knees together if they're not already, and walk your feet out just a little bit so your knees can knock inward. And just relax your hips here. And then spread your fingers wide, opening your hands, then close to make a gentle fist. Inhale as your fingers expand, exhale to close. Two more repetitions. Then make that gentle fist and rotate your wrists around, just nice little wrist circles. And I just have my elbows on the ground, but my hands are lifted up away from the floor. And then reverse that wrist circle. Then relax the hands. If you feel comfortable, reach for your hand towel and very carefully take it away from your eyes to bring the sunlight back to your awareness. And then think about a way that's best for you to come up from this position. You can roll onto your side, or we can lengthen the legs out straight. You can use the hand towel and reach the arms up, take a big stretch, and then start to reach the arms forward, picking the head up, and pick yourself all the way up to sit. Come into a nice gentle forward fold once you have arrived at seated. Sitting on a block or a blanket if you need to. Just take a gentle forward fold. You can also use your hand towel to position under the bottom of your feet or your yoga strap. Allow your knees to bend any amount. And this is just a nice counter position after being in our heart opener for as many minutes as we were. It's wonderful to reverse the position and come from spinal extension into spinal flexion. One more breath in our forward fold. And then release, rise up. Find a comfortable, simple cross-leg position. Again, sitting up on a block or a blanket or a pillow. And we're going to finish our class with a side bend with a little bit of rotation. So let's lengthen the spine long. Bring your right hand across to your left knee. We'll bring the left arm behind us and look way over the shoulder for a twist. And then as you come back, keep your hand on that knee, lifting the left arm up, side stretch away. It's almost like having your hand on the knee gives you a little stretch across the front of the shoulder here. And we lift the left arm to release the lats. Try to keep your left sitting bone down and grounded so you're not rocking over onto your right glute. And then turn your head to the right as far as you can look down over that shoulder. Inhale, coming up, and relax. Great. Now we'll reach left hand across. Really lengthen your spine upward. Right hand comes behind your back. Rotate. Take your gaze as far as you can to the right. I've been dealing with a stiff neck for over a week now, and it's finally feeling like I'm starting to get my range of motion back, but it takes a while. A lot of gentle range of motion. Okay, let's keep the left hand on the knee. If possible, reach the right arm up. Side stretch. Brace your right glute down into the floor. Turn your head to look toward the floor over your left shoulder. And even look as far as you can with your eyes. See if you can see anything behind you with your left eye. If I close that eye, I can't see anything but the side of my nose. All right, let's inhale back up. Release the hand, both hands to the tops of the knees. Let's take 3 nice and easy, gentle neck rolls. So start going to the right side first, down to the chest, over to the left, and then lengthen the chin just a little bit upward. Let's go that way again. Right, center, left, slightly up. Drawing a little circle with your nose or your chin. And then relax for a moment. Make sure you're not tensing anywhere in your shoulders. Sit with your best posture. Start the other way, left, center, right, and slightly up. And I know it goes without saying, but we're really not pushing the edge here. This is very gentle. You might hear a little crunchiness, which is a little bit of cervical degeneration. Most of us have it, cervical disc disease and degeneration. It's okay as long as it doesn't hurt. And then relax. Bring the palms of your hands together. We'll take 3 breaths into a chest expansion, goalpost arms. Inhale. Exhale, look right. Second breath, inhale. Exhale, look left. Inhale. Exhale, drop the chin down. Hold here in our Anjali Mudra where we pause to celebrate our hard work today. This is our symbol of gratitude, and I am grateful for this opportunity to guide you through your yoga practice today. And the light that resides within me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I'll get our recording shut off. I hope the audio stayed on the entire time. And if you have a minute to chat, great. Otherwise, send me a little note. Let me know how the body felt today. Okay, wrong button. Toggled the wrong button. There we go. Stop recording.